1, 2, 3.
On today's episode, we'll show you how to do jazz hands.
Yeah, it's not jazz hands.
I know. It seemed like it would, be a progression to jazz hands. Yeah,
the things that flamenco dancers use.
Flamenco.
What did I say?
Flamingo.
It's not flamenco.
No.
What is it?
Flamenco.
Flamenco. I don't think
like
so.
Flamenco.
Pretty sure it's flamingo.
No, it's not. Okay, great. Welcome back.
Podcast.
Hintzes in the house.
This is a podcast coming straight to your eardrums.
Are we developing a theme song? Because I don't vote for that one. We should workshop that a little bit.
Every week it'll be a different theme song.
Great.
It'll be me just creating a new theme song.
Today, Ethan Henry. Sorry to everyone that I just gave them your
I really don't care.
Great.
You always make it some big deal.
It's a big deal.
Middle names were never a big deal to me.
Sorry.
It's
Well,
like,
now
who
people
cares?
can properly scold you.
You want to know something gross? I was just thinking about because I was scratching my peck here.
Please tell me something gross.
I saw a video the other day. A guy, he was doing bench press. He was like a really big muscular
I don't know
dude,
if I
like
want to know the rest of this.
A huge muscular dude.
Gross.
And he was doing a bench press, and as he was like coming back down, his peck tore. And his peck literally just like, apparently it just completely tore off the bone. But in the video, he's just coming down and then his peck is like, and he's like,
Oh my god.
yeah. And I saw a video afterwards of him. It was like all like purple and swollen and like doctors. I don't know how. All I know is in the post it said that his peck completely tore off the bone.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't know how that happens. I don't know
Who
why
knew
that
was
happens.
a thing?
I did not know that was a thing, but
Yikes.
whew, it was pretty intense to watch.
Great.
He handled it like a champ though. He was like,
Yeah, I know.
I don't know how I would handle it if my peck tore off of my bone.
Well, contrary to popular belief, we're not talking about disgusting sports injuries today.
Not today. Next week, baby.
Today we're going to play a game of this or that. So
You can go with this, or you can go with that.
I think that might be copyright.
Or you can go with this, or you can go with that.
Right. So I'm going to...
What if we sing it in a different... You can go
I think
with
that's
this.
I think that still counts.
Or you can go with that.
Oh, good. Okay. Look at that. So I'll throw you an easy one to start. Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Thank you.
Pepsi is gross. Okay, whoa. I don't really drink soda anymore at all.
True.
I
Can vouch for that.
very, very rarely drink soda at this point in my life because it's gross. People stop drinking soda.
That's not true.
It destroys
Listen,
your
do not
liver.
list the side effects of soda.
It destroys your kidneys. It
Okay.
destroys your teeth.
Okay.
It's like you're drinking liquid
Listen,
sugar.
Soda's alcohol, but I am here for a good time.
Alcohol?
Yeah, it does all of the same things.
No, it definitely does not do all of the same things as alcohol.
Yeah.
Soda does not get you drunk.
Okay, well, yeah, soda doesn't get you drunk, but alcohol does all those same things. Listen, I'm here for...
I also don't drink
Okay.
alcohol, so we're
I
all
am
on the
here
same page.
for a good time, not a long time, okay?
I'm just saying, if you're out there drinking soda, you should probably stop. Or, okay, if you don't believe me, drink flat soda.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you like
No,
the taste of flat
absolutely
soda? That is what soda tastes like.
I would say at
you're
this
drinking
point
it
in
for
my
the
life,
carbonation.
I probably only drink soda like once a week.
Sure, yeah.
If that.
We in general, we don't drink a lot of soda. But
I feel like
we
it's
don't buy
because-
it a lot,
right,
so
because
we
we
don't
don't have it in the house.
so we don't drink it.
Right.
Like, yeah, if we go to like Slim Chickens or Chipotle or something, maybe we'll get a Coke or something then.
Right.
I mean, but when I go to Slim Chickens, I
You
usually
always
get
get
lemonade, which I don't know that their lemonade is that much better for you than like
Right.
a soda. Like, I don't know how much sugar they're loading into the lemonade there per se.
Yeah. But Chick-fil-A coming around soon, and that lemonade. Oof.
Yeah, I'll die for that lemonade. And Coke, McDonald's. Fountain Coke.
Yeah.
Okay, fountain Coke, way better. Aluminum,
Heads
like
above
if
the
it's an
rest.
aluminum can, I can taste the aluminum.
Yeah, the tin.
So I don't like. Isn't an aluminum can made out of aluminum?
Yeah, but it's like a tinny taste, probably.
Sure, I don't know. But you can taste the a metallic flavor for me anyways. Not everyone has this problem. I'm just
Weird.
This is my superpower. I can taste metal inside of Cokes.
Love a glass bottle Coke too.
Right, I was going to say either
and a Mexican Coke.
Fountain Coke would be my number one. Just fountain in general is always better.
Yeah.
And then, in a glass bottle. I will take that next.
Yeah.
Or like a plastic bottle. But I'm also against single-use plastics.
That is brand new information. Okay, anyway.
I don't think so.
Wow, we are really harping
I started
on the Coke.
I started
Coke
a compost.
You did. You attempted to start a compost.
I started it. It was pretty successful. And then it rained and it got flooded. And I didn't drill any drain holes because I didn't think it was going to rain because we had the driest summer in the history of summers. It's like we're freaking...
The Sahara.
living on the sun or something over here.
It's not been good.
But then it rained and my compost got all wet and I didn't drill drain holes, so it just is like...
They didn't drain it.
It's more of a swamp post now.
Swamp post. Cute.
My swamp post pile.
Rip.
But most of the stuff I put into it already has decomposed, so I think I can still use this dirt. It's probably pretty okay dirt.
I have no idea.
I
don't know anything about dirt.
Okay, anyways. Coke.
Coke.
By a long shot. Pepsi is gross. But
yeah, and I feel kind
of bad. I
bad
will drink Pepsi over Dr. Pepper.
Oh, hot takes. I went to
You came home with a Dr. Pepper
Slim
the other day.
Like Thursday night or something like that, and I asked for a Sprite, and they gave me a Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
And I got home, and I was like, all right, noticed it but I just didn't have the energy.
Yeah.
It was really late at night, so, and by really late, I mean 9 p.m. Anyway,
late.
I did not have the energy to return it, so I just brought it home, and I was like, maybe Ethan will drink it, and I, like, tasted a little bit, thinking it might be, because you could tell on the top it was brown, like, a little bit spilled over, so I tasted it, and I was like, it didn't taste like Coke, and then it had carbonation, though, so I knew it wasn't sweet tea, and then...
Which day was this?
Sorry, not Thursday, Saturday night.
Saturday? Because I'm pretty sure I went to Slim Chickens for lunch on Saturday.
Yeah.
And they gave me the wrong order.
That's so unusual for that Slims, too.
That is.
In general, Slims.
But it's odd
on
that
top of it.
that happened to us on the same day.
Yeah, at the same location.
I guess it wouldn't be odd that it happened to the same day if it's like B Squad is in there.
Rip. Poor Slims. So Pepsi is a North Carolina original. So I kind of feel bad. Like it's like from North Carolina, but I would never. I'm very sorry. Coke or die. Truly. I had something else to say about Coke and then I forgot.
I've never tried the sugar-free Coke.
Oh, yeah, like Coke Zero or I haven't either.
I know Diet Coke I don't like. Like diet drinks I don't like.
It's aspartame for me.
But sugar-free, I've never tried those. People say they taste the same.
I just don't
think they're lying.
Yeah, exactly. My problem is, and not that our bodies know super well how to process refined sugars, but we know how to process that versus the chemicals that they put to make things sweet that aren't actual sugar. So,
which is why I typically just
don't
try and stick to water and milk.
Love water. Love water. Okay, great. Well, you passed. On to the next one. Another easy one. Dog or cat?
You say easy one.
This should be a no-brainer.
If I had an outside cat, I think I would choose an outside cat.
Okay, well, I'm not talking about location, just in general, the animal.
Yeah, but like think about some of those cats that look like little like ocelots or something.
That's true.
Those are
I have a friend
dope.
or like an acquaintance, Facebook friend, whatever you call that, who has a cat that looks like a leopard, and I was like, yo, I would do that so fast.
I will say probably dog, but cats are way less maintenance than a dog.
It also depends, because with like dogs, you can tell what their personality is when they're a puppy, and then it just like they grow into it. Whereas cats are completely like
they're always just dicks.
They're just, you just don't know. Like when they're a kitten, if they're super playful and friendly, that they could easily grow out of that by the time they're adult and just hate you.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things of like the
main detractor for a cat is the litter box for me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have a litter box in the house.
Right. I think it's the in the house portion, but it's like at this point we pick up after our dogs anyway in our own yard. So it's not the picking up the poop thing. It's the in the house thing.
Going to the bathroom outside or into the toilet. I mean, if you could train a cat to poop in the toilet.
I just
until they fall into the toilet.
The thing is I just need I would want a snuggly cat.
Sure.
And I think that's, fewer and farther between when it comes to cats. They don't really like affection.
Okay.
So dog.
Coke and dogs.
Coke and dogs.
Coke dogs.
Well, let's see. I feel like some of these, I'm looking at a list, by the way.
Why am I not going down that list?
Well, because some of them are lame.
Netflix or YouTube? YouTube, obviously. We canceled Netflix. Phone call or text message.
Depends on the context.
Text message most of the time. Text message for me will suffice.
Here's my thought.
Of the time.
We have a hybrid. Marco Polo. That's my vote. Because
Yeah.
it's kind of like a text because you're not live chatting with the person, but it's kind of like a phone call and it's kind of like FaceTime because you're like audio. And I prefer it when the thing is the most of the time, I feel like the most of the time that I'm communicating with people is while I'm driving, which case it's going to be a phone call. Or Polo.
Yeah, I like text messages for the, like you can have a conversation and it doesn't have to like happen all at once in like a 2-minute period.
Right, which is why I like Polo.
Whereas a phone call is like you're calling someone, you're going to have this conversation.
It also depends on who it is, because there's people I can guarantee to not text me back. So I'm just, if I need something from them right away, I'm better off calling them.
Sure. Well, and like for example, like me calling like my parents like back and forth, like I'm not just gonna like text my mom all the time.
Right.
Like it's nice to like hear people's voice, especially people that you don't get to see very often in person. So
And
text message, most of my communication is text message.
Yeah. Because I feel like, too, my mom just has long-winded stories that she has to update me on, and that's much easier to do over the phone than over text.
That's the thing, too, yeah. I'd rather call someone and be like
give me a life update.
If it was like just like something like quick, it's like, hey, we're going to this park rather than this park, so we'll meet you there. It's like, oh, okay, we're on the way then, you know.
Sure. All right. The next one is toast or eggs, which I don't feel like is a worthy comparison.
Yeah. Neither.
Great. Cardio or weights?
Weights. I don't need no cardio.
I don't work out. Weights.
Let
me tell you right now.
I don't work out, but weights.
I do not work out.
Although, do you remember that story at the beginning?
Yeah, that's true. Okay,
Full
listen.
circle.
Just like Pilates, you know, is like a little
just
in between.
don't do any bench
not
presses.
Not always weighted. Pilates is usually
peck.
own body weight exercise.
Fly off. Do women have pecs?
Yeah, I think they're under the tits. Boobs.
The tit boobs. Your face when you said that was priceless.
Sorry, Mom. Dang it. It is what it is. I think they are.
I don't know. I would assume so. I just don't know.
There's still a muscle.
Sure, yeah.
So I think that we still have them.
Right. Yeah. I just don't.
Sorry in advance if that word offends anybody. It's just.
Anyway.
It just seemed, it's like the same. Okay, great. So yeah, weights for sure. Cardio always makes me feel like my heart is going to explode. Like, it doesn't matter how little cardio I'm doing. I'm always
you just need to build up to it.
Oof. I mean, I guess I could do... I always say with exercise, like, you have to trick me. Like, take me rollerblading or to, like, a Zumba class or to a trampoline park. Like, you have to trick me. You have to make it fun or I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to hate myself in my life. Great. Facebook or Twitter? Also neither.
Yeah, I don't use either, really. I use Facebook for messaging a couple of random people.
I use Facebook for groups.
Twitter, I will say Twitter is kind of useful for, like, companies, like, knowing if there's, like, outages or that kind of stuff. Like, sometimes, like, if the internet goes out, I'll just, like, look up Midco or if our power goes out.
I appreciate Twitter for, like, company, not disputes, but, like Wendy's Twitter. I love Wendy's Twitter.
I don't follow any of
but
that.
I don't I just see it randomly. Most of the content that I consume is reposted from a different website. So it's like I look at most of my stuff on Instagram, but that's an influx of tweets and Reddit threads and Tumblr posts.
Technically speaking, Instagram owned by Facebook. That's true. Facebook is the winner here.
That's true.
Even though Facebook sucks.
Sorry. Okay, this one
it's nice for some of my old friends to keep up with, or like family.
Well, family on Facebook,
like old friends and family.
I went through a mass exodus of my Facebook friends. That's the thing that you can do. A mass deleting, I guess.
A mass exodus of my friends.
Well, because it used to be able that you could...
Parted the Red Sea.
You could, delete people en masse, and then they took that feature away. So I found, a third-party Google Chrome extension, something or other, that let me do it. And so I'm down to, 200-ish or less, and I'm these are only people that I'm in contact with semi-regularly.
Right.
And I did not get rid of any family members. Mom, looking at you. There's a lot of people on my dad's side that my mom was like, you don't know them, but you should add them on Facebook. I'm like, great.
I don't delete people. I just, if you post a lot of stuff to the point where it is just your entire life is about posting about your political views or this or that, or bashing other people about their views, and it's constant, I just unfollow you. I won't unfriend you, I'll just unfollow you.
There's a lot of what I feel like is because then again, sorry family, but you're not watching this. Family members that it's I don't really care to see what you're posting because it's that generation that's posting,
Sure.
In general. So then I will unfollow.
I don't mind that stuff. I don't mind that stuff. It's literally just when when you get to the point where it's like, I'm just going to be mad and angry all the time. Right. Yeah. It's like, I'm not about just listening to you complain on Facebook all the time.
Next one seems like an obvious choice. Ice cream cone or snow cone?
Ice cream cone. For a while, ice cream was making me sick.
Give me the dairy.
But it seems to be doing fine now. And I don't know, I always assumed it was some sort of like preservative or sugar in the ice cream itself. Because milk the highest, never did any issues.
But I'm pretty sure ice cream has a higher quantity of lactose than milk.
I don't know.
I don't know that for
I do fine with it now.
Yeah. You love to see it. We just bought some at the store earlier.
I didn't buy any.
So sorry.
I got cinnamon rolls.
All right, well, not sorry. Snow cones are just...
Now, cinnamon rolls are ice cream. Probably go with cinnamon rolls.
I would still pick ice cream.
Yeah, we know.
Okay. Mobile games or console games?
Console games.
Yeah, 100%. While walking. I would say this one, because it says while walking, music or podcasts, I would say while exercising. I feel like while walking, I don't want to listen to anything.
Typically,
I want to listen to the world around
I will
me.
listen to podcasts.
Which is interesting to me, because I feel like I knew that about you when I came across this question earlier. I was like, yeah, I think Ethan is a podcaster, like a sermon person when he's working
my
out.
go-to is like John MacArthur, Tony Evans.
And I'm a music person, 100%.
I don't listen to, what's his face?
You listen to Pastor Mike, your 20 Questions guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pastor Mike Winger, right? Winger?
I don't know. Mike something.
I think that's
20 Questions with Pastor Mike. He's pretty good. Who's that new guy I'm listening to? What's his name?
Alan Parr?
No, not Alan Parr. I can't remember. Whatever.
Chuck Missler?
Chuck Missler.
Yeah, that guy.
But he got passed away a couple years ago.
He did?
Yeah, I don't remember. I think 2018 or something like that he passed away. But I don't know if he has any podcasts. I just listen on YouTube.
Sure. Running back to YouTube over Netflix. Oh, gosh. I don't want to take this question.
Which one?
Apple or Android?
Okay. For the record, Android sucks.
I just want everyone else to know this is like...
For the record, Apple is not great, per se, but it's better than Android.
I just want everyone else to know that this is like a hot point in our marriage. This is a hot point in most of my friendships, actually.
Yeah, because Android sucks.
Here is why I will ride
Because you want to be
die.
able to send me 144p quality pictures?
No. Here is why I will die on the hill of Android. Because Apple's like exclusivity makes me want to vomit.
Okay, but
no. Period. Full stop.
If you get an iPhone and
I don't care.
A Mac,
Google is making their way there, and I'm here for it.
Okay, but Google's interactivity between their devices is subpar.
Absolutely not.
Subpar.
I would disagree.
Apple's
I
interactivity.
have a Google phone.
Okay, if I have a Mac and I have an iPhone, I can seamlessly transition from texting people.
Right, but within the
totally
Google...
seamlessly.
Okay, fine. So we don't have a conditional like messaging thing, but you have Google Sheets, Google Drive, Google Photos. All of that is continual, like within,
Apple all the way.
No. And again, the reason why is because Apple, this is a perfect example, and this is probably like, you know how like you can trace your trauma back to a wound? This is how it goes. When I was my first year at Ocean's Edge, we had to have, and I knew this going into it, we had to have a laptop that was of the same specifications as one of the MacBooks. I don't know which one. And my mom got me my first laptop my senior year of high school for Christmas. And then I was going to Ocean's Edge in the fall of the next year. That was the plan. So she got me one that was the same specifications that I needed to have, but it was a PC. It was a Lenovo. But it was the same specifications. It was half the price. And I was like, that makes more sense to me. I've always been the frugal person. So I get to Ocean's Edge, and everyone in the class, save for 3 people, had a MacBook. I was one of the 3. Within the first week, the other 2 went out and bought MacBooks. And I didn't, because I was like, I don't need it. I'm fine. But any other time, like the entire year, they called me PC girl. And like everyone was like, well, you have a PC. I don't know how to help you if I had problems in like a program or something like that. And I was just like, why am I being ostracized for having a PC?
I will say, to this day...
And I did have an iPhone at the time.
I've had this laptop for about 5 years. To this day, I still have issues like troubleshooting stuff and doing things like that. With a Mac, instantaneously know how to do anything, fix everything. I have no idea how to take a screenshot on this computer.
Oh, I could tell you. It's easy.
Is it this print screen button here?
No.
Because I was like, that is trash. That does not do it.
No, I go to my like snipping tool and then you take it. Anyway, it's a whole.
Do you have to post it into a Word document or something?
No. You just save it to your computer.
To this day, I cannot take a picture on this laptop. I still know how to go and take a screenshot on an iPhone, on a Mac.
I just think that like the exclusivity and the toxicity around Apple is more the reason I hate it. I had an iPhone until March of like 2017, I think, or something. Like I haven't had a Google Pixel that long. But it just the whole thing, the exclusivity of it, and they're like, I'm so cool, I have an Apple product and you suck because you have Android. Like, it's like, you're not better than me, you're just richer. Like, that's all that is standing in between the two of us.
I mean, at this point,
days it's kind of
Google
evening out.
phone to an iPhone is basically the same. Yeah,
but when it comes to
this
laptops,
laptop was
holy
much
crap.
cheaper.
And tablets. I remember getting frustrated and pissed off all
but
over
hate
again.
Your tablet that you got.
I like my tablet just fine, but I remember getting pissed off all over again because Procreate doesn't exist anywhere else that isn't an Apple platform. That's so frustrating to be a digital content creator because I have to buy an iPad and I have to buy the Apple Pencil, and if I want to do any digital art, it has to be this one way because Apple says so. That's infuriating.
That's fine. I believe it to be the superior piece of hardware.
You know what? And that is your opinion, and you are entitled to it, just as I am entitled to mine. So that's why. I think that my hate for Apple is more of a social thing than an actual logistic thing.
And that to me is
it's a social thing and a money thing. It's both and.
Hate Apple.
It just, the exclusivity drives me insane. I'm like, guys, just share it. It's like the guy, you know what? I'm not going to get into the story because I don't have time. But it's like the guy that purchased the Blackest Black and then refused to share it with anybody.
I don't know the story, but...
Okay, whatever. It's a whole artist story. Look up Vanta Black. I don't remember the artist names. Anyway, he purchased, like, the rights exclusively to the darkest color in existence at the time and wouldn't let any other people use it. Just because. It's like, what a jerk.
Black is black. I mean, like, yeah, there are, like, some bluish blacks or whatever, but, like...
There's since come out... There's like a whole artist controversy over it. It's great.
Extra Vanta Black.
Right. There's come out with darker blacks, and then he has since been restricted from them, which is very funny because now
Black
everyone else can. And for the record, I wanted to name Azula Vanta for that reason.
Oh.
And you were like, no, that's stupid.
No,
and I was like, Vanta would have been such a cute name.
Azula.
Okay. Form or function?
Function.
I would probably also say function.
I'm assuming we're talking about like
utility, like things of, I don't know, form or function.
Like clothing is what I was thinking.
But I also think of like kitchen appliances, right? You know, that kind of thing of like, would you rather it look good or work good?
No, I'd rather everything work good, and who cares how it looks.
Right. Pop or indie? I think that's music. Can I plead the fifth?
Yeah, probably indie, I guess, but I don't know.
I just haven't been into indie since I was like 16.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cake or pie?
Probably cake. Pies are good. I really enjoy. Well, cheesecake is
kind of hybrid
between
the two, but it is cake.
It's called cake, so I would say cake. Because the only pies, I mean, I really like turtle pie.
Right.
Like that's that kind of stuff is really good.
Then.
Right. That's like a hybrid cheesecake
it's like a cream pie
thing. Yeah.
I feel like a cream pie is like more of a cheesecake.
I would totally say any sort of fruit pies, not a fan of.
Which is
majority apple,
of
cherry,
pie.
Peach, orange,
blueberry,
clementine.
I like a blueberry pie. I feel like you would like a blueberry or a blackberry.
No. Mm-mm.
I also am not a fan of fruit pies.
No, I want when I eat my fruit, I want it to be firm, crunchy, maybe a little tart. You know.
Usually in pies things.
Like if I take a bite out of an apple, I want it to be like a crisp. I don't want to be like. That's gross.
ASMR with you. I would also take cake. And I'm not a huge cake person. I think it's just I'm not a huge frosting person.
I was going to say, I don't eat cake very often anyways.
Definitely cheesecake. For sure.
Cheesecake.
I do like cream pies as well. I think I'm a fan of like frozen cakes. Like ice cream cake or... Like,
but that's more like ice cream
than... That's true. Than cake. But it still has some cake in it. I think cake for sure. Over pipe.
Yeah.
Swimming or sunbathing?
Swimming. Neither.
That's true. For you, it's another.
Hiding from the sun.
I don't mind swimming. It depends on how well I've planned. Am I planning on washing my hair? Sure, I'll swim. If I've already washed my hair, I'm just gonna lay out.
You need one of those old timey caps that people
I
wear.
absolutely would do. I would do that so fast.
Or
Are
like
you
the
kidding me?
caps that like the like Olympic swimmers wear.
100%.
It's like,
yeah, I would
all
do that
that.
so fast. Are you kidding me?
I would assume you could get all your hair in one. That's a lot of hair to shove
I
into a small cap.
I can barely get it all into my shower cap.
I mean, they're specifically made to do that. Like, obviously,
true.
women in those sports, I think, have long hair.
Yeah, I would assume so.
And they just...
It's true. High tech or low tech?
I don't know what that means.
I'm not entirely sure in what context.
High tech, I like the internet.
Yeah, right.
Cell phones and computers, but I also enjoy, like, woodworking and camping, so...
Both?
Hybrid.
Hybrid,
high tech, low tech.
There you go. Great. Yeah, I don't know how I would answer. I agree. It's like right now I'm cross stitching. That doesn't take a whole lot of technology to do, but at the same time, I also like Candy Crush. So, there's hybrid. Big party or small gathering?
I feel like typically I prefer small gatherings.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not opposed to a big party.
I think I also prefer... I feel like I used to be the big party person.
Sure.
I can't think of the last big party we had, or attended. But I think small gathering kind of. If I could get in a room with 10 or less people, that's ideal.
I don't like in a big party, I feel like you're constantly just like floating around from like conversation and conversation.
Well, in a big party, you tend to put yourself in smaller like pockets.
Sure.
So it's like you just have the small pocket.
I mean, it's kind of nice because if everyone is like doing something you're not interested in,
that's true.
You can most likely find another pocket of people that is doing something you are interested in.
Right.
But, I don't know. It might be like the B team people.
Correction. The B team Slim Chickens employees. New clothes or new phone?
New phone. I haven't bought new clothes in a long time.
New phone for sure.
Yeah.
I just get all my clothes thrifted. So
I don't remember when. Probably like
I shouldn't say all my clothes. Most of my clothes.
Probably like 2 or 3 years ago. I just kind of was like, I don't really like. I obviously want to dress nice and look.
I feel like every once in a while I go buy
slob.
a new long sleeve T-shirt or
right. I was gonna say, but I'm more so just now like replacing my wardrobe with like basic long sleeve or short sleeve blank T-shirts.
You find what you like, you stick to it.
Right. Yeah, and it's like in high school, I was like all about like
I was the same
trends and trying to dress a certain way.
Shopping was an event.
But now it's like whatever. If it fits, it's gonna.
Yeah, I think I have if it still fits, if I still wear it, if it doesn't have holes in it, then there's no reason to Yeah. And most of my stuff is thrifted or bought at rummage sales, and so I mean they're new to me, but they're not like new.
Right.
Like if I'm spending money on it, and unless it's again something that I'm replacing that I love, like a pair of leggings or something that I don't typically buy leggings used. Depending on the thing, I don't buy like certain things used, and if they have holes in them, I'm gonna just replace them new. Like we're going to Mall of America in a few weeks, and I feel like we're gonna get you some new pants probably, but you haven't gotten new pants in probably since we got married, like long time.
Yeah, probably. I probably got some new pants in Oklahoma when we lived there because you worked at the Levi's outfitter. Outlet store. Outfitter. So that was probably the last time I got new pants. I think I did get some pants when we moved here, but
maybe
I don't. Yeah, I just don't buy clothes. I got a pair of shorts in the beginning of summer. 2 pairs of shorts in the beginning of summer.
That's the first time you've gotten any shorts in a long time, though.
And then I've gotten about 4 new long sleeve comfort color shirts.
I feel like comfort colors, 10 of 10. Those are pretty
as long as you buy the right gender.
As long as you buy the right gender.
So sad.
Yeah, I feel like I feel the same way. I just don't. If I'm gonna spend money, I'd prefer to spend it on a new phone.
But I also, the last time I bought a phone, my mentality going into it was I'm going to just have this phone until it is unusable because it's like I don't really want to like upgrade every
I'm the
year,
upgrader.
every 2 years. Like I don't want to
I'm
do
the
that.
upgrader
Like,
for sure.
just stick with the same phone as long as it
The functions.
still works. Because like I don't do, like I'm not doing anything on my phone besides texting and calling and using Instagram.
Right.
So it's like I don't need it to
No,
like.
I'm very easily enticed. I need it to take me to the moon. Like,
Right, but I mean the new upgrade of a phone is not going to do that.
I
Like
know.
you're going to get a slightly better camera.
yeah, but dang.
The screen is going to
Have
be
you
like
seen the Pixel 6s?
0.2 centimeters bigger than the last one.
This is also
like,
in part because I have a couple of friends who have waited, Brock and Camille. They've waited and they're on the Pixel 2 generations behind me and they've waited for the 6. I know they're going to get it and I'm like, I have the FOMO like so hard. So, you know, but chances are being, as we talked about, not like high tech, low tech, but just being frugal, I probably won't just, you know. But once I pay it off, I usually am like, all right, I want to upgrade right now. Like,
right. Okay, let's do one more.
One more.
Pick a good one.
I'll just pick the next one.
Is it a good one?
I know. Rich friend or loyal friend?
Probably a loyal friend.
I think that the problem I find with rich friends is I feel like they don't know how to be, like they don't ever feel like people really want them for who they are. And so, like they think that people only want them for their money. And so I feel like they create shallow relationships. Like I don't know how in depth they go in their friendship. So it's like I would prefer a loyal friend over a rich friend because of the quality of the relationship that will be there. Whereas, like I said, I think rich people kind of keep people at a distance because they just assume everyone only wants to be their friend for their money.
Right, and I don't know if this question is trying to imply rich friend who is not very loyal, like a flaky rich friend, or like a loyal poor friend. Like I don't know if that's what they're implying. That was that was a bad one to end on, but here we are.
It is what it is. So I think I would pick the loyal friend over Mr. Moneybags.
Yeah,
I don't know. I got both when I got you, so. But you were still living at home with no job when we met.
Yeah.
So I did not marry for money, y'all. I married for love. That's how it works.
Yeah, I would still not consider myself rich by any stretch of the imagination.
Okay, well, we're not, tax the rich.
No.
I'd say that
we're not poor.
Yeah, I'd say we're middle class America, so.
Yeah, sure. Lower middle class. Sure. Anyways, on that note. This was a podcast.
Oh my gosh.
And we came to your eardrums live from my basement.
Live pre-recorded from the basement.
To your eardrums.
Who knows? Maybe we'll do something like this again.
And then the song goes, you know how it is. Cue the song.